right, now what are you talking about right now? What is your comparison that you're about to get me angry with?
Megan Good looks way better than Rihanna.
Elaborate.
I think that we should all be able to agree on this.
No.
I really wish we had like a cricket sound. Like if we had sound effects, crickets would come. This would be like a perfect.
I can't do it.
I can't do that.
Yo, we're not talking about the swag. We're not adding none of that in.
First
we're
off,
talking about just pure looks.
Don't say swag to me. And second of all,
Wait a second, you can't say swag or Rihanna. That's weird.
Like you already lost this battle because you hit me with swag. That's number one. Number two, Megan Good is beautiful, but she doesn't hold a candle to Rihanna. Like let's keep it a buck. I can't. Fans, viewership, supporters, loved ones. Can y'all tell Wilson that he is crazy for even making these outlandish accusations?
You're bugging. Rihanna couldn't hold an umbrella to fucking.
Well, what do you know?
I mean,
she had an umbrella and made a song about it too. So there you go.
No.
Look, what do you know?
That's because Megan Good
Look how
wasn't
you
there.
walked into that one.
Yeah, she can hold an umbrella to Jay-Z.
Oh
I'll give
my
you that. Megan Good though, nah, you're bugging.
Quiet as it's kept, Rosalind Sanchez will get Megan Good out of here too.
Quick.
Yeah,
Say something.
No,
Say
fuck
something.
no, hell
say
no.
Something. Say
She's
something.
mad generic with no body.
Yeah, I know.
Get her out of here.
I know. Sounds good.
All right.
Sounds
You
good.
niggas must not like Curbs. Niggas said Margot Robbie.
Wait, how can you say Rihanna and say no curves?
Yeah, I'm confused.
No.
She's island curves.
No. I'm talking about Margot Robbie.
No, now you
Margot
now you switching
Robbie.
Oh,
it
now
up.
you switch it up.
Now you
Margot
switching it up.
Robbie,
switching it
yeah,
up.
no curbs.
Yeah, she's
Oh
beautiful.
man,
She ain't even
now
hit
he's
puberty
going.
yet.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Margot Robbie? Yeah, she can make Good.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, she only fucks jokers. She's out of here. She's out of here.
I see what you did there.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
She only fucks Joker, so I'm guessing she would probably fuck him.
Hey.
Well, I'm okay with that. I'm not gonna fight you on that.
No, you can't.
I'm throwing a fucking rubber red nose for some
You can't
buns.
screw generic women. You can't screw generic women, so you can't. You can. Well, you can't even screw Megan Good. I'm sorry.
Let me tell you something, Erin. If I could walk, if I could walk outside right now with some big floppy shoes on and get some pussy, I'm doing it.
Oh my God. All right, and on that note, Grassroots Podcast, be sure to subscribe, hit the notification button to stay in tune and notified for our recent episodes. I'm getting tongue-tied. I'm Brandon Killabh Hall.
I'm Erin Ashley Simon.
Damn, I can't even think of a name.
Look, it's over. It's
People
over.
think about the Rihanna stuff.
Just be regular Nas.
Mad, yeah, you regular Nas again.
Yeah.
None of your little fancy, smancy wrestling names. Mad wrestlers died, so you can't use them. Like, it's over. It's over.
That's terrible.
I'm Wilson.
Be sure to hit the noti notification button. I said that already, right? I feel like I've said that twice.
Yeah, but do it again. It's all
do it
right.
again.
Hit the noti.
Notify again.
And I know we just jumped. Regina Hall can get Megan Good out of here too. I'm taking that.
I don't know. I don't know. Back in the day, Regina King. Yeah, I don't.
No,
I don't
Regina
know.
Hall.
I mean Regina Hall rather.
Regina Hall.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know.
Yeah,
She's giving me because maybe because I'm getting confused now, but a lot of her roles are giving me the mother roles, the mom roles now, where they're making her look older. They're she's
terrible.
I'm speaking of nasty. It's a lot of nasty shit going on in New York, yo. Like, did y'all see the
sidewalk? Yes, I did.
outside of the rats? But did y'all see the older dude? Not even older dude. The young dude that hit kicked the older woman in the face.
Yeah,
No?
it's a punk.
Yeah, for viewers that don't know, so recently on a train ride home, an old elderly woman who was sitting in a cart had bags with her. She was, I guess, just sitting there minding her business. A young kid came by, pretty big guy, and just started kicking her in the face and assaulting her. They later. I think like a cart later, EMS met the old elderly woman who refused medical assistance, but she did suffer some bruising, some bleeding and stuff like that. They actually did find the guy, some guy from the Bronx that did this. So I'm happy they found him. 36-year-old Mark Gomez is expected to be charged with second-degree assault, third-degree assault, and harassment in connection with the subway attack that we just mentioned. So, yeah, I'm happy they got him. That shit is disgusting.
Yeah,
it's disgusting. Yeah. But I feel like every summer you kind of know when it starts to get warm, especially over here for East Coast. It starts to get warm when you start seeing shit like this. People just start acting stupid once it's nice out, and I don't
55. 55 is that threshold where people just start going, you know what? I'm outside.
It's time to bug the fuck out. Might as well. Like, I don't understand it.
It's too tight quarters, man. It's too much for all of that. Like, people be arguing over this, like on the subway for like the dumbest shit. Like, first of all, you're gonna end up touching someone at some point. point, and I'm not saying that in an inappropriate way, but that's just Subway. You go body to body, arm to arm. This is how it is.
Yeah.
And the one smallest move, someone's like, "What the fuck? Why did you do that?"
Yeah.
Well, you
And
know
they just
what?
want to cuss you out.
Okay,
Then don't ride the Subway.
I get it though. You on that train, it's hot. People all on you.
Yeah.
Some people ain't taking showers. They not brushing their teeth. Arms is up.
Yeah.
And you just, you know.
Riding the summer.
I mean, you can walk.
Yeah, riding the
bike.
subway in the
Good.
summertime is torture, yo.
Yeah, it
especially
is.
on a hot day, like where all that
Ooh.
air comes up from the like that is powerful.
And you don't want to get in that one cart that doesn't have air
AC
conditioning.
Oh my god, yeah, that's just torture.
That's death.
That's torture. I know for I know our fans and viewership are probably don't know or don't really care because we're pretty.
What, the
bigger than
Iron
that,
Horse?
but-
Wait, if you've never been to New York and if you see a Subway cart and it's empty, don't go in it.
Yeah, don't.
That's not for you to be like, if every other cart is open and is filled except that one, don't go in it.
Yeah,
Why?
don't go in it.
Why? Because usually it's either something disgusting's in there, it smells bad,
Somebody
someone threw
probably
up
took a
all over the
shit.
place.
Yo, I definitely
It's
see
not
somebody
empty
pee
for
in the
no
Subway.
reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
I definitely see somebody pee in a cart.
Yeah, I've seen that before.
Like they just pull it out like
yeah. Yeah, they go to the corner
Yeah, right there in the
and
seat.
right there, you just like, yo, fam, for
you can
real?
see crazy stuff in New York. I saw two chicks beat up some other woman. I don't know if she's homeless or not, but two chicks beat up another woman because they gave her $1 and she didn't say thank you. So they beat her up in the rain.
I said $1, bitch.
And
Yo,
Yo, there's whenever me and Nas hop off the train, there's always this one dude. He looked like a walker from The Walking Dead. He's
Man.
literally out there like biting. One day, last week, he took a step towards me. I was about to put him out of his misery. I was like, yo, I'm gonna take this zombie out.
I think he kind of he would have watched.
He literally bites
You're
at the
not,
air.
You're not ready for the
He's scary as
zombie.
fuck, man.
Yeah, you're not ready for the zombie apocalypse.
definitely
though.
ready for the zombie
I can tell
apocalypse.
by your hat. You're not
Definitely
ready
ready
for the
for it.
apocalypse.
I'm more ready than that guy who did the fucking roundhouse to that old lady.
Yo.
Yeah, I know I'm desensitized because when Nas told me that he did a roundhouse, I was like, wow, roundhouse. And then Nas was like, yeah, she was sitting down. I was like, well, that's not impressive at all.
Like,
I was like,
nigga won't even focus on the attack, the
Yeah,
assault.
I'm
He's
desensitized
he's
at
looking
this
at the
point.
technique. But yo, real shit though, and I know that's crazy. I was talking about that too. I said, yo, I'm not even shocked by that video.
no, I'm
yeah,
not.
but that's
I didn't
that's
see the video.
That's a crazy thing.
The video's pretty bad.
Yeah, I
That's
didn't
just
see
a
video's
crazy
pretty bad.
where we are in society. Like you can become so desensitized
Yeah,
and stuff
man.
like that. It's like, yo, fam, I really feel bad. Like, yo, nobody on that train could have bum rushed
Well, that was
dude.
my thing. Like, and then I saw another shit. Y'all saw the shit with the girl, the guy bartender dude was punching the girl in the face, and the guys across the street. So another incident that happened. I don't know if this happened in New York, but I'm just seeing disgusting shit on
Yeah.
social media. It was a guy arguing with a girl. He then goes to reach for her phone. She snatches the phone away. He then finally gets the phone and throws it. She does assault him first. She scratches him or does whatever. And he just starts beating the shit out of her.
You should have grabbed the phone.
Like a grown man.
This was his girlfriend?
I don't know. I don't think so.
No, I seen a couple of girls get washed on the internet, man.
No, but this was bad. Like he was hitting her with uppercuts. Like I'm talking about like.
hold on, did
Oh,
she
he took
fall?
full advantage.
Yeah.
Did she fall?
Huh? But that was
She
the
ate
shit.
him.
That was my thing.
He's weak.
I said, yo,
He's
that
definitely
was a
weak.
big guy. And he was hitting her with some flush shots.
she took
her
it?
chin is A1, kid. Her chin is
You
A1.
better take her to the boxing gym.
Yeah,
Fuck
like
shit up.
well, at that point, if I'm him,
Fuck
I'm
him up.
concerned. Like if I just hit you with an uppercut, that's one of my go-tos. So if that doesn't put you out,
That's a power punch.
We
man.
may
On-
have a
on the
problem
card,
here.
When they at the end of the rounds, they go, how many power punches
Yeah.
did he land?
Yeah,
Like-
that's a real assault. Once you start throwing uppercuts, like,
Yeah, man. Like he
if you're
caught her,
fighting a dude, you're probably not going to throw an uppercut.
but that was
You're not
my
gonna
thing.
roundhouse a guy either.
Yeah, you can't get that off. In
Yeah.
a regular
Yeah.
street fight, you can't get that
Nah,
off.
she dipped her head down because he caught her with two punches, flush, and then she put her head down and
Oh,
kind
he
of
saw the opening. He's out
yeah,
there
he
waiting
saw
for
the
this.
opening. When she went like this, and I was like, no, he's not
He's
gonna
weak.
do this.
He's
And
weak.
sure enough, he uppercuts. I'm like, ugh,
That's so
this
weak.
is nasty.
He's
Y'all
gonna
are-
punch. First of
Yeah,
all, she
yeah.
responded because he went and grabbed her phone and
Yeah,
threw it. Like
yeah.
if someone just grabbed my phone and flew it,
Yeah,
I would.
yeah,
I would
yeah.
be like, what the fuck's
Yeah,
wrong
we
with
have a-
you?
we
I
have
would feel
issue.
away
We have
too.
issue.
Yeah.
Damn, yo. So
It's kind of
and
catch
I don't know. Let's say she didn't know him, and they just got into an argument, and he went and threw her phone. Ladies, you should probably just walk away, because
Oh, no,
that
I'm
dude
calling my
probably will
family.
fucking hit you.
Yeah, call somebody.
I'm
Call
calling my
somebody.
family because
Well,
my
not even
family's
worse.
crazy.
Well,
I have had family members
So
that have
hold on,
gone
you
to
just
jail.
saying just off the sheer fact that if any random person is just doing that, taking your phone and some shit, he's probably not right. Is
If
what
you're a
saying.
female and a dude takes your phone, some random dude you don't know him takes your phone and he fucking throws your shit, just walk away from that shit.
Yeah, yeah.
It's not even worth it. It's not worth it because he's probably gonna assault you.
Yeah, it may not be worth it.
Yeah.
Well, honestly, but okay. So this is one thing though. Like, there's always situations, and I wouldn't say always, but there are situations where people tell us like, this is what you need to do, or women, you got to be like this way or that way. But if he's willing to throw that, what makes you think that he's not going to follow her and continue to harass her?
Call somebody.
That's a better chance, though.
Call from where? Her phone was just thrown.
Yeah, but she had less of a chance getting assaulted if she would have just walked away.
How do you know that? You don't know that.
Yeah.
You
I'm
don't
just guessing.
know.
You got a 100% chance of getting
and when
assaulted.
people are not right in their heads and they do these things, you don't know. She could have literally walked away and he could have went behind her with him.
Well, that was my thing.
So you think that she should have attacked him physically?
Squared up.
You really think she should have jumped into that arena?
Well, I mean, if it's at a bar, what do you think? Like, if they're both drinking,
it was.
She's probably like, "What the fuck?" And she's
it was
probably
outside
mad.
of the bar. It was in the parking lot. So let me say that I think that they both exited the bar.
He probably tried to
that's
holler.
when-
She played him.
From the way it looks. She's walking, and then he's in back of her. She turns around. They get into almost. It looks like a verbal confrontation, and then it looks like he almost like jumps to her, but nothing happens. He then goes to reach for the phone. And then once he goes to reach for the phone, that's when shit started to escalate. Like, even when he takes the phone, you know, he throws it and she looks at the phone like, nigga, did you just throw my phone?
Yep.
So naturally, her natural reaction is to lose it.
Phones are mad personal now.
And they're expensive these days.
Hell
too.
yeah.
Here goes my whole entire thing. I see it all the time. Dudes get sunned at like bars and other places. Dudes, they don't fight sometimes because they know they're gonna lose.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Sometimes you just gotta walk away.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not saying women are less equal to men in any type of way, but when it comes to like physical like situations, like they should probably just walk away for dudes gonna like
unless you're
do some
Ronda
shit
Rousey.
like
But
that.
this
to
is
me.
the problem, though. And I'm not saying that she shouldn't walk away, but like, for example, there have been times where guys have hollered at me, and I'm like, "No, I'm good," and I walked away, and then they followed me. They literally kept walking and followed me to the location I was going to.
That's different.
So, but the whole thing is like, yeah, you can tell her what she needs to do, right? But it doesn't mean that her safety is going to be insured, no matter what. She could have walked away, and he could have still.
But that's what I'm saying.
blocked her.
If the dude
It needs to
follows
be-
you, then you turn around and fight him.
No, it needs to
Don't
be.
initiate
It
the
needs to be that we need to teach our men, some men, not all, but some men, to stop doing this fuck shit.
Oh, that's true.
Because listen, society tells women, okay, if you don't want to get raped, you should have just not worn this or shouldn't have done
I don't
that.
agree with that.
What I'm saying is like, yeah, do I agree that there are times where you need to walk away? Yes, but it shouldn't be falling solely on her.
Yeah.
No.
She could walk away and still get clocked and fucked
But that's
up.
not what
She
he's
could
saying.
walk
No,
away
I know,
backwards.
but-
If he starts
but I'm
following you, then defend
But
yourself.
what I'm telling him is, even if she did walk away, if he was crazy enough to punch her in the first
Well,
place, what
that's-
makes you think he's not
and-
crazy enough to
and that's-
follow her
No.
and try and fuck her up more?
But maybe she wouldn't have gotten punched if she didn't
How do you
initiate
know
the
that?
violence.
He's crazy enough to hit a woman. What
Well,
makes
he
you
threw the
think
phone
may
first.
not?
He didn't hit her first. He threw the phone.
But still, the fact that if you don't know her and you're grabbing her phone, that's
Yeah.
you're
First
out of line.
and foremost, I am very big on women should not be hitting men, and vice versa.
Oh, no.
Like that shit should never happen. I do feel like, and I'm not justifying it, but I feel like you are provoking the situation. No, like
I think
the
that women
moment you
definitely-
hit a man, most men will hit you back. Sometimes out of sheer defense, sometimes out of sheer,
Especially a man who's already
innate.
being aggressive.
Yeah, like and then you add in the caveat of alcohol. That's a bad mixture.
Yeah,
Like
walk away if he follows you,
there's a
keep an eye
lot.
on him, and then you fuck him up.
But that's my point. The addition.
Yeah, I know what you're saying. It's not as simple as that.
It's not as simple.
it's not as
That's my
blanket.
point. It's just it's not as simple as just
The
walk
alcohol
away.
changes for me. The alcohol changes those circumstances. Like you're not thinking in your right mind. You're under a mind altering substance, and God only knows what else. So they could have been doing all types of shit and now been tweaking in the parking lot. So I'm kind of with E. I don't know that you could really get out of that situation.
Well, I think
Yeah, I'm not more so talking about that, just that situation. I didn't see the video.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in most situations, like, yo, don't initiate physical
no
fights with men. Like, just don't.
no,
Like,
no.
don't initiate it. Like,
Yeah.
if you have no choice but to defend yourself, all right,
That's
cool.
different.
But don't lose your temper and fight a dude, like, unless, like, you're bigger than him.
Yeah.
If you're bigger
Unless
than
you're
him,
Ronda
take full
Rousey.
advantage. Yeah.
Oh, it was on a Rousey.
Roll
He's
the
not gonna
dice.
be throwing any punches.
seen
most
some
dudes are just
wild
way bigger than girls,
videos.
man.
Yeah, I've seen some wild videos. I saw a woman. She was big as shit, and she was ragging this dude, like
Yeah, I saw
ragging. You saw that one?
She
It was
fucking
that,
washed him.
son. Like, I felt bad for him. Like, I wanted to yell at the computer, like, get off of him.
That's his life.
Get off him now. Leave him alone. He does not deserve that shit.
That's his life.
Like, and the nigga was crying. Like, I felt bad. Like, I still felt bad.
Can you imagine the narration in his head as he's getting washed?
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? What do you say to yourself? Like, you got to be coaching yourself. Like, all right,
He just heard Ben Savage in his head.
Oh my god.
Once you get up, what is your game plan to continue living life?
Run.
I mean, PSA, people just don't hit people.
Word.
Don't punch each other.
Don't get in people's face.
Don't get in their faces. But also, like I said, understand that there's certain circumstances where no matter what women do, it's still an unsafe situation. And even for men, sometimes no matter what they do, it's still an unsafe situation because it has nothing to do with gender. It has everything to do with there are just crazy people.
Yeah.
They're just crazy ass people.
And I feel like more and more crazy people are revealing themselves in this day and age. And I don't know if that's
or they're using alcohol as an excuse for the crazy behavior.
Well, speaking of alcohol, I thought that was great. We can go ahead and segue into Daniel Caesar. So Daniel Caesar was on a drunken rant apparently on IG Live. He went to the aid of Yes Jules about pretty much how Yes Jules is appropriating culture and taking advantage of urban culture. He then went on to say, when is it enough? Why are we targeting white women in all of these things? Naturally, that drew a big response to these comments within the black community, urban community, as to why he would say these things. I read a lot of articles on this. I read about how men of color are being manipulated by women that are white or whatever, or not black, I'll say. And because of that, they're making excuses or trying to defend the actions of people that have shown their colors time and time again.
And to quote him specifically, he says, "Why are we being so mean to white people right now? That's a serious question. Why is it that we're allowed to be disrespectful and rude to everybody else? And when anybody returns any type of energy to us, that's not equality."
Yeah. How old is Daniel Caesar? Does anybody know? Could we look it up?
I'm sure he looks kind of young.
Well, that it plays a part for me in does
is,
it does. It definitely does.
I'll tell you right now. Wiki.
It's not the first
23.
time. Not the first
23.
time men have caped for the pod.
Well, this is the thing. I feel like with age and I feel like with my wisdom, I've seen a lot in this day and age. I feel like this is a classic case of being hypnotized by the vagina.
Poontang pie gets you every time.
Vagina causes wars.
That is fact. That is 100% true.
If I'm keeping it, and I don't know that they're dating. He made this may be his shooting the shot moment of I'm trying to, you know what I mean? So I don't know if this is that. I can't see him really feeling like this with all that has happened within the past 2 years with Trayvon Martin, with Eric Gardner. Like I can't see that. And I'm hoping because of his age and maybe his hormones are kicking in that he is now feeling like, okay, maybe I should be standing up or trying to shoot my shot. I just don't know if this was the best platform and or the best topic to take your stand for me.
Yeah, this is definitely not. And I think that, because even if you want to break it down, right? Even if you want to break down the quote-unquote white demographic, obviously, she's Latin, but there are quote-unquote white Latins in the sense of their skin color. And then there's also a colorism issue within the community itself that he's completely ignoring. Because even though, in the U.S., I think that, one thing that we tried to do is we try to generalize. As people, we try to generalize certain situations, right? And I think that we have to understand that each culture in each country has its own set of problems. Some are universal and same, but some are more direct within that specific country, that specific culture's history.
Definitely.
For the Yes Jules situation, I think what he doesn't understand is that she's gotten so many chances and where people have want to tell her, hey, that's not how you go about it. That's not how you do it. And then on top of that, it's not really good that one of the things that people got upset with you about was you literally were shitting on black women, saying that they were jealous of you because black men wanted you.
Yeah.
That's not the way to set the tone, right?
That's not a good way.
And I think that this is something I saw on Twitter. Sometimes when it comes to social media, there are just some things that you should just shut your trap and just not speak on. You're not in the position to be talking about it. You don't need to give out an opinion for. And some people have to understand it. And I think this is a situation with Daniel Caesar. You should have been like, hey, this is a very touchy subject. Man. Maybe I should not do this when I'm drunk and with my friends.
He wasn't thinking like that because he was drunk.
He was drunk. Yeah,
but this is the thing, okay, I don't know what everyone else does. When I'm tipsy, I'm not trying to have philosophical conversations. I'm trying to dance or do something.
Yeah.
When you're drunk, no, those conversations are reserved
but then it
for
shows,
when you start smoking the weed.
But then it also shows you what kind of people he has around him.
Yeah.
For them to allow him to do that. I always have that one friend where I'm like, listen, if I'm getting a little too far ahead being tipsy, you got to pull me back. You got to reel me in.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I feel like that was going to be my other question. Do we think that he has people in his corner? I mean, an apology did come out. I have it here. I'll read it shortly.
He apologized to several people.
But here's my thing. Yeah, here's my thing.
Individually and publicly.
Yeah, but here's my thing. Is it, and I don't know that it really matters, but just for shits and giggles, is it he apologized because he knew it was wrong or because he was advised to apologize? Because then that matters.
I don't know. Sometimes it's intertwined.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's separate. Yeah. I mean, we don't know him personally, so we can't really say like what we
He was trying to call the fans bluff. Don't buy my album. Don't start messing with the money. Bottom line. When I heard him, the first thing I thought was like, all right, why do black people hate, or why is it okay for black people to hate white people or treat them badly? I'm paraphrasing. I don't know exactly what he said.
Yeah.
Okay. I can see that point, but however, that's not what this is.
Yeah.
That's not what she did. African Americans don't have the luxury to hate or treat people derogatory because we're reacting.
Because we're and plus because we're hated.
Yeah, we're reacting to the injustice and hate that we receive.
Yeah.
Definitely.
So we're on the defense, and he's saying, well, y'all attacking her. It's like, hold on, dog. She was just talking about your sister, your mom, calling them jealous.
Yeah.
Because black men want her. It's like, just take a moment, educate yourself first, know the history of certain things. Nowadays, people are getting fake behinds, fake lips, big titties. On black women, it's, you savage. Mm-hmm. It's ugly. It's hideous.
I mean, there's a historical aspect to that, the over-sexualized perception of black women too.
Yeah.
And that goes back to the slavery times. And also another thing too is like, I think people always try to justify how we feel by saying, oh, you guys are still going back to the times of slavery. You guys are just going back. No. There's some stuff that are still happening right now. We're not going back over 100.
And that's
we're talking about stuff that's happening now.
The biggest and the racists love them. Oh, get over it.
Yeah, get over it. It happened. We're moving forward. No, we're not.
I was promised reparations I never got, bro.
Yeah.
There's still economic.
Japanese got it. Jews got it. Everybody else got it except for us.
Yeah.
Everybody else my grandmother was in the Holocaust. My great grandfather was in a concentration camp out in Seattle, Washington. If I start saying like, well, my great grandmother only had a 3rd grade education and her grandmother was a slave. Nigga, you need to get over it.
Yeah.
That was over 200 years ago. Yeah, get over it.
Well, I think also the thing is when you look at it, I don't think any form of reparations at this point would ever amount to what we would be entitled for.
Yeah, give us a line.
When you think about historically speaking.
Give
some
states.
I'll take some money.
I mean,
states and money help me out a lot.
The money would be great. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, would it ever really fulfill the need or the pain or subside any of that? No, I don't think so.
No, but it'd make it easier.
If they paid my phone bill, I'd be like, okay.
Make it easier in what way?
Money doesn't equate to happiness, but it makes it easier.
It makes it easier. It
makes it easier to get over the sad things.
I agree. Well, he did apologize, so I mean, I guess that's a good thing.
It depends. There's also different levels of money too.
Well, yeah, there's
different tiers,
having money,
socioeconomic tiers to money. Because even though you can have money, you can still be in a repressed state.
Yeah, give me the land.
I'd take some land. I can flip that.
I'm not flipping nothing. I want it.
Oh my God.
You gonna sell it? You're gonna buy porn?
No.
You're not buying porn?
No, ew. Who buys porn? Ew, nasty. You can get it for free on the internet.
Yeah, this is a little foolish. Unless you want those
Wait, no,
exclusive
but they
razor
got.
joints.
You ain't paying for the premium. You're paying for like the
Premium?
$0
I've advanced to the amateurs now.
Oh my
Yo,
god.
the amateur shit, she'sfreaky.com. I believe it is.
Why are you getting free
amazing.
promo? Don't
My
get
fault.
free promo.
Scratch that out.
Scratch that. Like,
Edit that out.
all right, man. Never mind. All right, let's move on.
Daniel Caesar, educate yourself, young man.
Oh yeah. Sorry, yeah.
Oh wait, one more thing.
Yeah.
Does he deserve to have the quote unquote cancel culture?
No, man. Stop.
Cancel.
No, man. Educate.
Cancel.
Educate. Take a chance to educate.
Cancel.
Yeah, that was just
Yeah.
a dumb comment.
Cancel.
I feel like cancel culture is too quick to
Cancel
whip it.
him.
No, man.
No,
educate.
no. You gotta-
Cancel him.
There
Nah,
has to be
man.
some point where you have
Come
to
on.
allow someone to redeem themselves if they don't have histories of doing ignorant, foul shit. You gotta
Did
give
you-
them a
did-
chance.
I agree, but
Did,
look.
did you see
let me-
Yes Jewel sex tape?
I did. It was trash.
Yeah,
Listen,
OD trash.
Yeah, you watch it on mute. It's just the texture of her voice is a little.
Nah, it's trash.
OD
Listen,
trash.
listen.
OD trash. I
Yeah,
seen
it's,
it.
it's trash. No,
I
but
don't know.
the reason why I
That was
like
my introduction to
cancel.
her too. I didn't.
Yeah, that's crazy. But the reason why I like cancel, I feel like there's like anytime that there's I almost look at like a public massacre almost. So like anytime that there's
Wow.
something that happens, I feel like we put them people on social media, and then I feel like there's like almost like a lynching table. That's how my brain works. I feel like there's like a lynching table where everyone's about to be hung, and the next victim is there. So right now it's Daniel
Yeah.
Caesar, and then within the crowd there's us, and then there's consumers,
No,
and
because
there's
then
everyone else,
I may
and
be
then
up
there's
there
the one
next.
guy in the background like what's the verdict? I'm that guy. I'm like cancel. Like
I may be
that's
the
how
next
I've
guy
envisioned
up there.
that.
I don't want to do
Yo,
it.
cancel
Yeah,
culture is kind of
like,
ridiculous
it
because
is,
there have
it
been
is.
times that people like no context, no additional information, cancel, and then they find out like what happened isn't exactly what happened, and then but no one says, "Oh, we're sorry.
Oh,
Yeah.
We're sorry. We
And-
just made you like
Kinda
your whole
shot
life
first
like
there.
crap.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
sorry."
And-
Kind of shot first.
And plus, Daniel
know.
Caesar makes fire music, so I forgive him. I don't
never
care.
heard any of it.
You know who we haven't forgiven yet?
Who?
Sabrina Claudio.
No, I've been forgave her.
She hasn't come back though.
I
as
forget-
much.
I-
She dropped a single and it was shh. It was
Yeah,
hush hush.
yeah. So wait, is cancel culture? You think is that like a real thing?
It's just
Who survived cancel culture
R. Kelly at first.
at first?
wait, no, but that was like what kind of era of cancel
that
culture?
was
Because social
the
media
infancy.
cancel culture is different.
Yeah,
than,
social
like-
media cancel
Rick-
culture is a
Rick
real
Ross?
thing.
It's terrible.
Oh yeah, no,
Yeah,
Rick
Rick Ross
Ross definitely
did.
did.
Got 50.
And they quick
He
and he
survived that.
yeah, they quickly
Yeah.
got up. Then one time he's like, "Oh, I can't sign a woman artist because I would try and fuck her." And then they
Yeah.
signed a woman artist. I was like,
Yeah, smart move.
going
Smart
on over
move. I see how you maneuvered that one into the.
Damn, he was being too honest. When keeping
Yeah,
real goes
he
wrong.
kept it too much. They probably was like, no,
man, you're not gonna-
wow.
I would say Cardi B transcended cancel culture.
Why you say that?
For one,
She was out there
be-
speaking crazy.
For one, being a stripper, then being on Love and Hip Hop. You don't go from Love and Hip Hop to being one of the biggest rappers in the world.
And now you're in the movie.
But I don't know if that's
But I
cancel
don't know if
culture.
that yeah, I don't know if
I
that's
think
cancel culture.
but then
That's
again,
ascension.
Cardi B is you gotta think of it. Cardi B is different. Love and Hip Hop needed her more than she needed Love and Hip Hop.
Sure.
In the sense of that she already had well over 1 million followers and fans by the time she was on there. Did it assist with her branding in some aspects?
Little
Yeah.
bit.
But a good amount of people already knew who Cardi B was, especially within the black community by the time she was on Love
Oh
and
yeah,
Hip Hop.
absolutely. But to go to being taken seriously as an artist, that's big.
Well,
I don't know about you. Did you go? Listen,
Love
her
and Hip Hop?
homecoming show. Listen, the tour that she had before with her mixtapes and the homecoming show, that shit was sold out basically.
Yeah.
That little snippet of Missy Elliott's new song, she needs to jump on. Missy needs to call Cardi quick.
Yeah.
Oh, that Missy, yeah, that was fire.
That shit's fire.
That was some fire.
I miss Missy.
I know, Missy, come back.
Missy was fire. All right, so I guess we can get into this Us movie. For the fans, this is about the Us movie.
Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert.
No spoiler. If you haven't seen it by then, it's
By
on
now.
you. We don't care.
Yeah, well, I feel bad.
It's
too,
gonna be
'cause
Tuesday.
Again,
No.
I'm a movie goer.
No. They had from Thursday to Tuesday to go and watch
we
it.
still gotta give people.
You had
no,
your chance.
No, you had your chance.
That
That's
did 70
almost close
million.
to a week.
It did do something.
Let's be honest.
70
By the
million.
time, yeah, you
Jordan
had your chance.
Peele.
All right, so let me paint the picture for you guys. Go to a movie screening for this film. I end up
Was
sitting.
it a private one?
Yeah, but there.
A little stunt.
Little stunt.
Little
Like, real
stunt.
quick.
It's not. I bought the tickets. You could have bought the tickets online too.
No,
I didn't see
in
those
New
tickets,
York,
Brandon.
they were screening it early too.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I went to an early screening.
Yeah, look.
Wilson
on
and I there.
Thursday.
Wilson.
Sit there with your dunce cap on.
I went to an early screening. It was like
These niggas don't know
Thursday
what kind of
night.
hat
Early
I
screening.
got. We'll describe it.
It's a dunce. Listen, so nevertheless, I end up in the movie theater. To who sits next to me winds up being Ice.
Rihanna.
No.
Here, Brandon goes naming more celebrities that way.
Yeah, name dropping the game over here.
What you mean? Y'all know Ice? What are you talking about? It's Ice.
What they feed you guys?
Yeah, Ice
Full
was here.
popcorn in this theater?
They did. I was really upset about that. I'm a popcorn guy in the movies. Anyway, I wind up sitting
He's
next
going
to.
down to the
I wind up sitting next to. Yeah. What's it? That's just, and don't be the popcorn dude that won't put like half the butter, like half and half, like almost like your coffee. Don't be that
I
guy.
don't even respect niggas that get popcorn at the movie theater.
What?
They got way too much real solid
you're
food
crazy.
there.
What's your go-to?
Chicken fingers.
What's your go-to? Chicken fingers.
Nachos, if anything.
Fuck outta here.
Nachos, if
Chicken
anything.
fingers.
Popcorn.
I'll give you nachos.
My nigga orders popcorn at the theater.
Okay, so
Every single time I look at this nigga, how the fuck you eating that shit? It's
you
bullshit.
don't like popcorn?
I just sneak
Not at
food
movie
in.
theaters for some reason.
What the? Yo,
It's too cliche.
Fam.
It's too cliche.
I'm done with you. Nevertheless,
And salty, then you need a drink.
can I finish telling my story? They don't want to hear from you.
My bad.
They do.
Thank you, Nas.
Thank you.
All right, let's go.
Go ahead, man. Yeah, us review.
Oh no, so that was it. Me and Ice were just mad about the entire movie. It was, I didn't enjoy it. For me,
didn't get it?
It was very
Went over your head?
predictable.
Why? What didn't you like about the movie?
It was predictable for me. It was very, very predictable for me. I literally, from start to finish, me and Ice were calling the shit. Next to it was a whole line of people in that row. I felt like maybe we got it really quickly.
Y'all were on the same
And
energy.
Literally.
Same wavelength.
Y'all were talking during the whole movie?
Literally.
Fucking assholes.
But literally, no, not like that. I'm not that guy. I don't talk during movies. I'm the guy that's like this, like sitting up, literally like this, watching a movie. I like to focus, but you couldn't help but do it because everyone was just like confused and let down, and it was a lot of emotions in there, even down to the end of the movie as the credits start rolling. Like everyone is still sitting in the theater, like, all right, maybe there's a deleted scene, like maybe we missed something, but everyone walked out the same way I walked out. Like, oh, okay. I get what happened here. A bunch of critics got paid to say that you guys like this movie, and it was the greatest thing ever. And if you don't get it, your mind can't tap into the universe and the galaxy, and your stars are not aligned with the solar system and all this other crazy shit. Like, I'm not rolling.
Let's start off at the foundation. The acting was phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
I wouldn't say
Good-
phenomenal.
Here was why the acting was phenomenal.
Wait, but are you saying everyone or
Yeah,
if
hold
it's
on.
Lapita? Yes.
Lapisha was dope. That whole
Whoa,
main,
get her
that
name
whole,
correct. It's not Lapisha, it's Lapita.
Lapita. Well,
my
she looks
God.
stunning. Lapita can. All right.
Don't. You
And
better get her name right. You better get her name right.
Annie, how you put it? All right, so Lapita.
Lapisha.
This nigga said Lapisha.
Well, look,
That
Lapita.
sounds like a Welcher's drink or something. Like, I don't even know what that sounds
I'll drink
like.
that drink. Lapita
There we go.
There
was
you go.
incredible.
Yeah, she was.
Okay?
She was
So
phenomenal.
was that whole entire family.
Nope. I'm not rolling with the husband. I'm not rolling with the husband.
Hold on.
I'm not rolling with the husband.
But I feel like I know why they did that.
But when actors play two separate characters on screen, it's tough to make the viewer forget that that's the same person. For me, I was watching it like, yo, I didn't even think about the characters playing two people.
I did too, but
I didn't think about the actors playing two people.
If I'm keeping it a buck, I don't think that that's that difficult. It's not difficult for you to because as an actor, as an actress, and as a thespian, you're trained to embody different roles. So for them to be able to play a normal family and then for them to be a crazy family, I think you would just turn on your actor switch and be able to rock and roll. That's not what my issue is. My issue is the believability of it. For me, the husband, he wasn't believable to me.
Winston Duke.
Winston was not believable to me as being the manly man. Yet, even though he wasn't, like, it was weird for me.
Well, that was the whole entire point because they're trying to show, everybody has this vision of the American dream. You know what I'm saying? So they were overly like corny as a family to a certain degree. At least he was.
Okay.
He was the what's supposed to be the all-American dad.
I agree.
Take your family out, get a boat and all that shit.
I'm rolling.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm rolling.
So that's why he was like overly corny. But then it was like, they also try to. He was still black. So when he tried to defend himself,
That's
up
my
against,
that's
like,
my
the fear
thing.
and all that.
But see, hold on, that's my issue. I don't feel like he was still black.
That's the whole entire point. He's a black man that's living the American dream. On his day-to-day life, he doesn't get confronted with conflict like that. But he still knows he's black, so he has to stand up for it. That was him trying to, you know what I'm saying?
I think I'm following.
Get
I
in
think
there.
I'm following. I still don't care.
You get crazy.
Yeah, like
I'm happy it wasn't good because I want him to overshine Lupita, so I'm cool with that.
yeah.
No, he was all right.
You
I
can't
thought
overshine
I thought he
Lupita.
was good. I just
Yeah, you
don't think
can't.
he was.
He was more
I
like
don't-
comedic relief.
Yeah, but even the comedic relief parts were not funny to me.
You know what the dopest part about the movie, though?
didn't.
By the end of the movie, you realize that even when you find out that she switched places, you're still kind of rooting for the bad guy.
No, I wasn't.
No, I wasn't.
I wasn't.
You weren't?
Well, the
No.
good guy.
You want everybody on Earth to get
She
killed?
lost. The
I
good
had
guy
a
lost.
By these
sense.
people in red?
That's what I got. The good guy lost for me.
I had a sense that she was.
That's-
I.
She was the good guy. She started off as the good one.
She was never the good
She was
guy.
always. She was never a good guy.
the good guy.
She
No, the
literally
one who
switched
ended up
places.
down. Exactly.
Yeah, she switched places.
She's always been the bad guy. Always.
well,
Yeah,
she
he's
was
saying, but
good.
while you're watching the movie, your initial reaction is, "Oh, I'm rooting for her."
But that's
but
my
you didn't know
No,
she switched
no,
places.
no,
until
that's
the
what I'm
end.
trying to tell
there was
you.
a part for me where I felt like, okay, I don't think that this mother's entirely okay. Haven't you guys noticed that when she was fighting people, she would make that animal like kind of noise?
Like she
and
was-
I was like, ooh,
Yeah.
this is. I said something's
Yeah.
off with her. Something's
Every
not right. I was
time.
like, I don't think she's as good as people think. Because I started to notice. I even turned. I'm like, does anyone else notice that she's every time
Yeah.
she's fighting someone, she's making like an animal noise?
There's a lot of potholes for me. Even him, I don't know if it was because I know that there's a lot of jewels. We read through a bunch of Easter eggs or whatever. I don't
Yeah.
know if Winston was doing his old that shit, but and paying homage to Black Panther.
No,
I
he
read
was
something
not.
like that. I'm just telling you what I read.
Well, no-
I don't know, but
It's
even
just-
still,
it's just theories.
it's
Well,
just
they couldn't
theories.
really talk.
No, I know that, but that's my thing. That's the other confusing part to me
'Cause
about it.
she could talk,
She could
but
talk,
they
but they
can't.
can't.
She
Like,
was
I'm
the only one that could
confused.
talk was because she was from above.
Yeah, she's from above.
No.
She learned how to talk
Clone,
already
the
as a kid.
clone
The
who
clone,
replaced her
the
could talk
clone.
too.
Yeah, but
Well,
she-
remember, she learned how to talk. Remember, she couldn't talk when she first got up there.
Her mother-
And they were like, why isn't our daughter talking?
Yeah.
But this is the point. If that
Okay.
girl switched place,
See where I'm going?
no.
That makes
if
sense.
But if that girl switched place and she can talk, and she clearly is talking to her family, how come they can't pick up from her talking down there?
Because she wasn't really talking down there.
No,
Like
I get what he's saying. So what
She
he's
was
saying,
plotting.
what he's saying is once Lupita is the let's say the doppelganger is now up above ground, the one that wins this battle. She trained herself to speak. He's
No,
right.
I'm saying the one. I'm saying the one below.
Oh,
the
yeah,
one
no,
below
that's-
is constantly talking.
Yeah,
still.
yeah.
She's still like you could
Yeah.
tell she talks to her son and talks to her daughter. How come they can't pick up on her talking?
Because
If
I saw one theory where they said her vocal cords were messed up when the little girl
when she choked her.
Yeah.
That's why she's talking
but the
like,
doppelgangers also aren't as smart
yeah.
But she could still talk.
because they're
though.
not actually taught. They're just mimicking everything from up above in a low way.
In a low way.
But what's dope though is after she dragged her down or whatever, and she came back up and she said, "Why did you have to cuff me to the bed? Like why couldn't we just walk out of there hand in hand? Like why'd you have to drag me down there? Like that was evil." Then she kind of did the same thing when she came back up, because she could have came back up by herself, killed her, and took her spot.
And keeping it a buck,
But instead, she brung all of them and try to kill everybody on Earth.
yeah, but keeping it a buck, Lupita that dies, I thought she
Red.
was way iller. Red is what we call.
Yeah, that's what-
Lupita Red is way iller than Lupita whatever the other.
That's the
color is.
original.
But that's my point. Like I thought she was way iller in her technique. The other thing I didn't get is how is it that you connect all of like the families? Like how is it the husband is now a zombie or whatever you want to call it?
Because they said
how
that-
is it the kids are
the
zombies?
Gov-
Like
the government they like Jordan Peele didn't go into specifics. And
I know he didn't. That's my
but he did
problem.
that- no, but he did that on purpose.
I know.
You have to look at it as a Hitchcock film. You have to look at it as
no,
a,
and that
yeah.
no, you're not gonna pump me up and make me think this is some Twilight Zone,
It is.
Black Mirror shit. Like
That's
no,
what- that's exactly what it's
no.
supposed to
There was some really dope things in
No.
there. Like even when she was learning how to dance down below, the reason why they knew she was different was because she was able to mimic what was going on up top so well. The doppelgangers, whenever they like mimicked whatever was going on above ground, they were always trash at it and
Yeah.
retarded. Oh, sorry, that's a bad word. They weren't as mentally capable. as people above ground.
Good job. Look at you. Look
See what I'm
at
saying?
you.
Yeah.
All right.
I am the doppelganger that switched with
Yeah, you may be. You may be.
the regular me's down
I
there.
feel like you're trying to swindle us. I don't know if we've checked you yet. I don't know.
Yo, it's a great movie, man.
I wouldn't say that. I wouldn't.
good.
I don't
I
think.
think you went
say
into it with
great.
high hopes.
I wouldn't
I
say it
did
was
go into
great.
it in high hopes. Every time I open
Come
my
on, Aaron,
fucking phone,
Aaron,
I
what do
see
you
a
have
goddamn
against the movie?
ad.
I think it's good. Like he said, there were certain parts that just were a little predictable. Like when she started it early on, like one of the early fights that she had with the family, she was making the animal noises, and I was like, okay, she's starting to sound like this family. So something is she either is associated with them or something. I started to kind of catch that early on because every time, if you go through every fighting scene that she has, she's making the animal noise, and it gets louder with each scene. So I'm like, she's not normal. Like she's not a regular mom. Like something's not right. Another thing too is like the beginning was kind of slow. I felt like the beginning was kind of slow. They throw a lot at the end, and I get he wants you to leave you with questions.
Leave you on a hanger.
I feel like these are questions I don't really like. It's like
You don't say it. Say that shit from your chest. You don't give a fuck
it's
about
like
this
I
shit.
don't really care.
It
Like
don't
I don't
make
care
sense.
about the holding hands
Yeah.
across or the
That's
government
huge, though.
experiments and stuff like that. No,
that's
but then
big.
no, but then the same token, he was saying that they're in the similar universe or multi-universe as Get Out. So then but also the same token, people are saying like don't look at it as the same thing as Get Out, but if you're saying that it's in the same multi-universe,
It's
then you're going to
confusing.
naturally
It's
compare.
confusing.
Well, remember the holding hand thing? That was an actual.
No, I
campaign.
know the charity
the
failed.
charity failed.
They wanted
She
to
was
raise a
watching
lot.
it.
They only got 15 mil.
Yeah,
That's
they
what
were
she
trying to
watched
get 50
before she
mil.
got kidnapped. Once she ended up down there, that's all she had to grasp of what was going on above. That's why her whole entire plan was surrounded around that. That's why they all came
Yeah,
up
but
holding hands.
but the crazy thing is that charity failed and only got like 15 mil when they're supposed to get like what 45
They
or
were trying-
something.
they were trying to get
but
50
then
mil.
it's an oxymoron considering that they
But to her, it
achieved
never
and
failed.
they
It was
succeeded.
still her dream.
Yeah.
But
Because
they
that's all she
succeeded,
left
though.
off with.
But then at the end of the day, they still succeeded. Then they're saying there's miles of tunnels, and it's like, where are these tunnels from?
No, they're all-
Well, that's real though.
Where,
That's real.
Where? No, I
There's mad-
I know the slavery tunnels, right?
No,
But
I'm talking about the abandoned subway tunnels that we
Yeah.
have here in Manhattan.
No.
There are
The ones that
tunnels
were built for
underneath
nothing or
Seattle.
some shit.
Yeah, there are tunnels, but they're saying across everywhere.
Yeah.
So then it's like, okay, the whole world,
No,
every
they-
single part
Yeah.
has tunnels.
No, they said America. They
America
said
what?
has secret tunnels.
Oh, yeah, of course.
They
They've
said the whole
always had-
world.
yeah.
They said that America has secret
That's
tunnels.
the-
But
like-
there's ones that they don't even know what they were built
Yeah,
for.
they don't
Yeah.
know what they were built for. Yeah.
Well, these are facts.
Yeah.
Movies
I know
can't
we've
follow.
had the. Yeah, we've had tunnels for runaway slaves. We've had tunnels, abandoned city tunnels in other places. Like I
Yeah.
think it's like Italy or UK has abandoned tunnels. But I don't know. For me, I just like there's too many interconnected things that made it confusing. There's too many questions that.
But it's supposed to be open to interpretation. You're supposed to look at it and go, well, this can mean one thing to you, one thing to her, and one thing to me.
But there were certain parts that I felt like didn't mean
yeah,
different. Like
that-
it didn't feel like
I
it was
didn't-
everyone all had the same different interpretations.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Everyone's pretty much had like the same questions.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
didn't really
Everyone
cause-
walked out of there with the same face I had and the same outrage of what the fuck did I just watch?
No, like
Everyone.
I said, I'm not saying it is
Solid
bad, but I just
6.5.
don't. I don't
You
think it's bad. I just don't
know-
think it's great.
It's not great.
Yeah, it's a
it's
solid
not a great
6.5.
movie. It's
Yeah,
not a
it's
great
not
movie.
terrible, but it's not like, oh my god, this is the
Yeah, it's
greatest
not
thing
great.
ever.
you're,
Like, I
you're
don't feel that
fighting
way.
yourself
It's not great.
Fact.
to go forward.
It's not great.
I'm gonna get a tattoo
Now
of
y'all
those
want
rabbits
to
in
be.
the
I know
cages.
y'all. You would be that guy
The
to get a
rabbits in the
rabbit
cages?
and get the
Fire.
scissors tattooed on you. Listen, you're not gonna
Sabers look
philosophically.
fire.
Yeah, you're not gonna philosophically sell me on this movie.
Yo,
I'm
the
not doing
scissors look
that.
like a human head in a
Yeah,
head.
I know.
No, they're
Yeah,
saying-
now
they're
y'all
saying-
just
know that.
making up all these deep meanings.
No,
What I tell you,
The glove
Warren?
symbol-
They're-
What I tell you?
They're
What I
saying
tell you
the
earlier?
scissors
I
are
know.
symbolism
Yeah.
because it takes two entities to make one,
Yeah,
and you can
yeah, I
separate
know.
them and you can close them, but you can't separate them entirely because they're still joint in the middle.
No, but the
But
scissors that
in
act
order
like
to
a
even
human.
hold the scissors, you have to have the gloves because the gloves hold special powers that bond
I don't know
you
about all
with-
that.
Like, shut the fuck up with all of this. None of it makes sense. Y'all just trying to tap into this guy's mind, and it's weird. This movie does not make sense.
Is
and
weird
because
bad?
I'm not saying weird is
Yeah,
bad.
he's
but
shaming
don't-
weird.
No, I'm not.
He's
What I'm
shaming
saying is
weird.
don't pump me up and make me feel like this movie
That's
is
your
supposed
fault.
to have
Control
all of
your
these
feelings.
deep
That's your fault.
meanings.
Well,
That's a
also-
millennial. That's a
also-
millennial. You
also-
made me feel.
Can we all
No,
agree?
there are people that were like,
You're the
"Oh,
same
you
age as
think
me."
you didn't like this movie? Whoa, you didn't like this movie? Look at them.
Yeah, like,
they're doing exactly that.
I know.
Yeah, was it I felt like it wasn't the greatest.
Yeah.
I'm not. Listen,
I didn't say it was the greatest. I said
no,
it was
but the point
6.5.
is, there are people that because it is Jordan, because it is an all-black cast, people feel like you can't say that it's not the greatest.
Thank you. We support
Like you
black
can.
business. That's
and
cool.
we're not saying the movie is shitty. We just don't feel that it's
That's
great
exactly
to the
what
same
you said,
capacity as some people feel.
Yeah. I'll give you Get Out. Get Out for me was really, really dope. I liked a lot of the undertones. I liked a lot of the hidden messages. That was a little bit more concrete for me. This movie is kind of all over the place.
It's not. You're fighting yourself.
It really is. It's not.
You're fighting yourself. It's not a hard concept to understand.
Oh, now I was trying to be super smart.
I know, right?
He's trying to say he's smart.
Yeah.
Are you sure it's not a clone?
Hold on, but notice how the doppelgangers came up with their characteristics. Like the girl didn't want to run track no more. Her doppelganger was dumb fast. The little boy kept on wearing a mask.
It's just the opposites. They're just the opposites of who you are.
The little boy kept on wearing his mask and he was afraid of the dark. The other one was playing with fire and had a burnt face and he was wearing a mask all the time. The fucking father was kind of a sissy. His doppelganger was mad strong and shit.
He was a milk toast.
I'm just saying.
He's a milk toast.
No, it's just playing on yin and yang. There are two entities that can coexist together, but they're not going to be the same. That's what yin and yang is. There's light and there's dark.
That's one interpretation. The other one could be grateful for what you have. The woman said, "You have a beautiful son. I gave birth to a literal monster. Your daughter is."
That's still the yin and yang, though.
Okay.
That's still going on the core of yin and yang.
You got it, E.
So can we all agree that it was shot beautifully?
Yeah.
And the acting was phenomenal?
The cinematography is gorgeous.
All right.
Cinematography is gorgeous to me. I thought even the special effects were really, really good. Even how they shot a lot of the scenes with the fighting scenes, I thought were really, really good. The lighting was really, really good, especially at the end.
Hold up. I just want to go back to this moment. No. Because I love how when we're originally talking, he's like, you're wrong. But when I go and say, oh, no, that's still yin and yang, you're like, oh, yeah, you're right. As if, oh, Erin's always right.
Yeah.
Did you see that? You saw that? You saw that vibe?
Cook him.
When we were trying to talk and explain, we gave him the chance, he was just like, no, you couldn't fathom it. But then the second I do, he's just like, oh.
Cook this nigga, man.
I just want to point that out.
Get him.
Just had to point that out.
I want you to look at this. So this is a woman. You're right, E. And then she kept attacking me. You're right.
No. But no, Naz, you don't just do, oh no, you're right, and then you smile. Come on, son. I felt that vibe. That's not.
What did you mean?
Sometimes you gotta
don't say it's just because I'm a woman because you came at me intensely like a man.
Don't say that. Don't say that.
Here's your man.
Is that what you're trying to say?
You're acting the guy right there.
Nas just knows, you don't have to fight every battle. He just didn't want to fight that battle.
Yeah.
Kenny Rogers, you got to know when to fold.
He didn't want to fight the battle.
Know when to fold them. That's funny. That was a good one.
Yeah, he folded.
All right, so I guess more will come out on this whole us thing. I see mad stuff.
I think you two are gonna.
Look at that.
He gonna stuff
I think you two are gonna watch it again, and you're actually gonna like it.
Nas is definitely the kid who went up and slapped people behind the head and ran away.
100%. 100%.
He constantly does that. He constantly does it on our podcast.
I can see that.
100%.
You're that kid. You're definitely that kid.
Yeah.
All right, hold on. So we have one more to talk about. So
where we at?
What is this movie called again? Is some stripper movie? Hustlers. Okay, yeah. So,
Flop.
Damn. So Cardi B, Jennifer Lopez. There's a bunch of people in this movie. How many people?
Constance Wu.
Yeah,
Flop.
Constance Wu.
Who else?
There's so many people.
There's
in
more
this.
people added to it.
Yeah, there's a lot of people, but
Flop.
Cardi is I guess the major news here is Cardi is making her acting debut in this film. Nas is already over here deeming it trash. I actually think it'll be good. And the reason why I think it'd be good, a lot of people are already snubbing her out of this role. I think it would be good simply for the fact that she kind of started.
What she used to play or be.
She kind of started in that space of doing sketches, acting. When you think about
her Instagram videos,
yes, that matters.
Sketches, or is that actually her?
Well, I don't know, but even if that's the question,
It's a mixture of both.
I think it's a mixture of both. I've worked with her on something for Revolt before, and she's very calm.
Shameless plug.
So.
What?
Go ahead. As well.
Go ahead, E.
So you can name drop all the time.
Yeah.
You can sit here and be like, hire me, bring bring me on a show, and I just bring up something to clarify. And see, I can't live with all these men. They're always like, "You're a woman. You're a woman."
Yeah, E's on revolt.
I can't.
Brandon's over here getting special movie tickets from Willy Wonka himself for secret screenings. You two are just stunting. Me and Nas got to get some lives.
Word,
What are you talking
man.
about? Nas has some of the biggest fans on our podcast.
And second of all, Nas,
and
hold on.
everyone's like, "Where's
Hold up.
Wilson? Where's Wilson?
Hold up.
He's
We're not about to do that. He was just in a movie. Oh,
Nas was in a movie.
I snitched on you. Yeah, America. Pan the camera over here.
See?
America, he was in the movie.
Y'all
He
ain't
didn't tell
slick.
y'all about that.
Y'all
huh?
ain't slick out here.
Nas was in a movie.
Oh,
What was
okay.
this, the story of Red Fox?
I was an extra on damn, what was that show? It was a TV show.
He was extra Nas.
Yeah, I was in the back, way in the
AKA,
back.
he was still on TV, so he act like he don't
Yeah,
get no
that
opportunity.
show's actually coming out in April.
Look, here we go. You see what I'm saying?
See,
You don't pay
the
me enough
plug,
to say it.
He just plugged himself in.
You don't pay me enough to say it.
You got your Actors Guild card?
Yo.
No.
Not yet. You need one more.
No, I need a few more.
You need
Nah, you only need like 2 appearances.
No, you
need
need
three.
you need 3 more. 3 or
2
more.
paying gigs.
3 or more.
No, you need 3.
He's an actor.
This podcast might count.
3.
Yeah.
And you need
not.
to get I never got a stamp. I never got.
Does the
Oh, so
podcast
hold on,
count?
so it's not even real. Like,
Yeah.
you're not,
Podcast count if it's on YouTube?
Way in the back.
you garbage.
Podcast count if it's on YouTube?
That's not part of the Actors Guild.
Yeah, no, that's not a part of Actors Guild. But
mean-
either way, you trashed it. It's not real if you didn't get a stamp.
I was an extra.
You're not real.
Way in the back.
Yeah.
Way.
You were the coffee guy. I don't.
Way in the back.
It's all good, man. You know, you breathing back there might have had a butterfly effect all the way up to the front of the main actors. That encourage you, some greatness.
Yo, he was the backup for the backup for the backup for the backup.
Word.
I played. I'm gonna tell you. I played a 4-star general, and the military guy that was on there. When I got dressed up, he looked. He said, "No."
Word?
No, you're way too young for all of that. Because I had mad stars. I had mad awards. He was like, no, not at all. But hey, I'm not directing. Go ahead, kid.
Damn.
I was like, all right.
All right, this movie's gonna be trash.
You didn't pay me enough to say it.
Oh man. All right, hold on. So wait, where do we land with this? Do we
It's
think
going to
this
flop.
I have concerns because of J-Lo starring it. I do have some.
Hold on. So where you going with this, E? Where you going with this?
Concerns.
Are you?
J-Lo gives you the concerns?
Oh, let me be clear.
Yeah, just J-Lo?
As in starring in movies. I mean, some of those movies she starred in weren't the greatest.
I loved her in Enough. She made me believe that she was
there were
good.
some that weren't the
In
greatest.
Enough.
And that's not to her because
Enough?
honestly, she's not an actor
Fire.
originally.
Yeah, Enough
you
is
know,
fire.
but
No. Don't.
With the short haircut?
Yeah.
Aaron got the enough haircut right now, yo.
no,
Yeah, that's the end haircut. That's the end
Yeah.
haircut.
When
That is
she-
the end
when she
haircut.
turned bad ass.
Yeah, when she's free, when she's ready, she with
Yeah.
the shits.
Now
Yeah.
you better watch
'cause
out.
I'm gonna be free of you 3 shortly. My
Damn.
time is coming up.
Damn.
Let's see. Yeah, we got
That's
some
shit.
time.
J-Lo did good in Selena
Yeah.
Money Train.
I'll give you that.
and
But do you feel like she did well in Selena because Selena was such an
I
integral
read
part of
that, I
the
read
Latin
that, I
culture
read
that
that, I
she
read
grew
that.
up with her?
A lot
like,
of people say that. A lot of people are not really, at least people that are very deep rooted in Selena and her upbringing. They weren't really all that impressed with her performance there, and they said that she got a lot of acclaim just because it's Selena. Like you're, playing someone that's massive at that point.
Well, okay, bring it back out. See what it does.
What, Selena?
Yeah.
who would play her now? Who do you think would play her now?
I would put Selena Gomez.
No.
No.
Next.
No.
Selena looks too young.
You don't think so? Well, that's what
she
makeup is
doesn't-
for.
she-
Yeah, they can
no,
do
but
wonders.
even her body type, I don't think is gonna fit Selena.
Okay. I don't know who. J Lo again. I don't.
J-Lo
Hold on,
with
she was in-
CGI.
She was in U-Turn too, right?
Who?
J-Lo. I believe she was in U-Turn, if I'm not
I
mistaken.
don't know.
Several
You're showing your age.
And
Not every good movie. Yeah.
I want to say My Family too.
I don't know what the fuck you're talking
You don't know My Family?
No.
I wanted to be Mexican so bad when I was little.
Oh my God! What is happening? What is happening? Look at E's face? Look at E's.
I'm just being honest, bro. I watched My Family, which is a dope movie about.
Hold on, they didn't pay us. We're not plugging them.
No, the movie's mad old.
Oh, okay. All right.
movie's
They probably
dumb
won't care.
old. That and American Me.
Okay.
Damn, it was one other. And Selena, I think.
I'm sorry. I'm picturing little Nas. Like one day when I grow up, I want to be Mexican.
Word. I was watching like, damn, son.
How did that play over at the dinner table at night?
It was more like, yo, shut up, nigga. Eat your string beans.
Where your pop's probably, man, you don't get your dumb ass out of this goddamn kitchen.
Daddy, why can't I be Mexican?
Don't worry. Your pop's probably snuffed you.
Nah.
He snuffed you, didn't he?
I used to tell
Yes, he
my-
did. He snuffed you. I can see your face.
Well, one time?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I got hit a couple of times.
When did your pop snuff you?
When?
When was the first time? I know we segueing, but now this is our fun talk. When's the first time you knew your parents were not with the shits?
Close fist?
When she punched, my mom
Yeah.
punched my brother closed fist, and he stumbled back.
I believe your mom did
I saw that whole thing happen, and I was there like, I didn't see nothing.
I forgot. I said something to my father. I was being a smart ass as usual, and he slapped me, and you just hear it. And I was like, God damn.
Oh, your ears were ringing. He
Yo,
slapped me so hard.
anytime you get slapped and you hear either that or you start seeing like flickering lights and shit, you know you got rocked, nigga. Like, you got rocked. You don't even. It's not. The pain hasn't even sunk in yet
But that
until you
wasn't
start
the-
to hear or see shit
you're just like
normal.
this, like-
Yeah.
He's like, look at me, nigga. I'm like, wait, let me get my bearings. But that wasn't the last. I got thrown through a door.
I'm sorry.
Like
Come
a door.
again?
Oh,
Are your
like
parents, nigga?
A glass door?
No,
or?
a wooden door. He took it off the hinges.
Oh, that was thoughtful.
Yeah, no. No, my body. No. My body is what made it go off. Yeah, I had DDT'd my little cousin and I broke his nose.
Oh yeah, how the fuck you
And
up there?
then
How the fuck he break his nose on DDT?
Oh, you can do that. You can do that.
Shit,
Fam,
if
on
it's
the
strong
DDT,
enough.
yeah, on the DDT, yeah, on the
If it's
DDT,
strong
that's
enough,
happening.
You
Yeah,
rock
that's
with
happening.
it. But he
That's
was like 7. I was like,
Wait, what?
I thought he was gonna be like, well, he was like 17.
Yeah,
You're
like,
right.
wait.
Wait, how old were you?
I was 13.
Oh, you're
yeah.
a dirty fighter.
Yeah, you're dirty.
Yeah, completely.
13 against 7.
Yeah, I'd have broke your nose too.
Oh, you're supposed to DDT him, but also watch out for their well-being.
Yeah, well, I
You
wasn't.
didn't DDT him on a bed?
No, I was on the floor.
Well, you're supposed to like hurt him, but not hurt him to
Is he
where
a
he
little
can't
guy?
get
Yo,
up.
You don't DDT him on the floor.
Right now, I would not fight that cousin at all. I mean, I can't right now the way he is, but that nigga's like 6'6" now.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah. He coming for you. Yo, he
You about to catch
gonna,
it. Huh? Go
yo,
ahead.
he gonna come for him like red.
Nah,
yeah.
nah, man, there's nothing but love. When I see him, I'm like, hey, what's
Yeah.
up?
You're going to catch a grown man DDT.
No.
Better have health insurance.
Yeah, you ever run into like your cousins that you used to fuck with when you were younger, and then now see them now and they're grown men? You're like, hey man.
Yeah, that's him. Like, yo, what's
So
up?
how's everything going? You
brother.
don't remember everything that happened, right? Like,
I am that cousin.
When did you get rocked?
no,
I'm
you're
the big
not.
cousin.
No, you're not.
When did you get
No,
messed
you're
up?
not.
When did you get punched or slapped in the face?
Never. But I've done a lot of that to many people.
All right, here's the tough guy segment. Here
No,
we
it's
go.
not even
Here we
tough
go.
guy
Here we
segment,
go.
man. What are we talking about getting beat? Or
But-
No, like
When's
your
the last
parents.
time you've been punched in your face
Your
by a
parents
parent?
slapped you, punched
Something.
you, threw you through a door, said that they want to take your life because you were so bad.
Well, my mom, I mean, she called me with a few beatings, but the most memorable ones are from my dear Aunt Niecy. Aunt Niecy. She was kind of like, she wasn't bedridden, but she was like mad old, and she used to always be on like the living room couch, and her kitchen table was like 7 feet from the kitchen couch. She didn't like me and my other cousin to have fun. So we're at the table joking, eating our food, and all of a sudden I just get cracked in the back of the head. I'm like, what the fuck? She didn't even get up. She just had a premeditated big ass tree branch that she just broke over my fucking head. She didn't even bother to get up.
Fam, hold on. How you get beat up by somebody that's bedridden? That's all.
Wait, that,
Nah,
so
mine
that
needs
branch
tough.
must have been mad far, too.
Nah, hold on.
How'd you hide a branch that long?
She's cut people.
Nah, if you getting served from a nigga out the bed, I can't
No,
respect
hold on,
you.
time out.
Like, I can't
Hold on, whoa.
Fam, no.
We're talking about old black people.
Son.
I'm talking about old black people born in like before like the 1920s.
Yeah, but how did she
nigga.
hide?
Those people will fuck you
Yeah,
up.
they got
Wait,
special
but didn't he
powers.
say like
Yeah.
the table was like about like 6 feet away? So how did she hide a big ass branch and you didn't even notice that
He
branch?
was-
I was a kid.
He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, when
I
you're
was a kid.
When you're a
He
kid,
was
you
that
don't
whistling
care.
to the
She could have
wind.
easily slipped that under the couch without me noticing.
The worst beating I got, it was from my uncle. He, what happened was I was bad in school. This is when I knew he just was not to be fucked. I was bad in school. He picked me up or whatever. My mom dropped me off. No, my grandmother. Let me start the story off. My grandmother, who God rest her soul, but she set me the fuck up. So she said, hey, I heard you were, you were having a bad day at school today. I said, yeah, it just didn't go right. She's like, all right, we're gonna go see your uncle, whatever. Meanwhile, they had already called my grandmother and my uncle, so he already knew what it was. So I walk in the room or whatever. So he's like, all right, go play with your uncle. I'm like, all right, great. It's about to be amazing. So he just sitting there. How was school? I was fantastic. I had a great time. How was your day? He's like, oh yeah, all right. Anything you want to share or? And I'm like, nah, I'm chilling. Like, we going to see the, like, what we gonna go do? We gonna go hang out? He's like, oh no, we gonna hang out. You sure? Like, cause I spoke to someone, so I just want to make sure. I was like, no, I don't think I did anything. He's like, all right, I'm gonna go get dressed. I got you, all right. And I'm like, all right, let's go sit here and mind my business. 5 minutes later, swap right across the back of me. I'm like, ah! He's like, I told your ass stop acting up in school. Meanwhile, the only thing I thought was, Grandma, you betrayed me. You betrayed me. God damn it, Grandma. You motherfucker.
Hold on.
How could you set me up like this?
Hold on, time out.
That's horrible. Yeah.
Time out. Your grandmother is definitely a traitor.
Yeah, my grandmother.
But aside from that,
my grandmother.
Hold on. I have a question. Did you have a father? Did you grow up with a father?
Yeah.
Your uncle hitting you is a violation.
No way.
No
way.
No.
No way.
Your uncle
No
can't
way.
beat you.
Oh, you bugging.
No.
Nah,
You
man.
bugging.
It depended on the
Hold on, Nas,
situation.
would you let your brother beat your kids?
It depends on the situation.
Yeah. Listen.
It-
My
it-
siblings.
Your kids are doing bad in school. That's what happened with you, right?
Yeah, listen, fuck my future kid, fuck my kid up. If y'all listening, he start acting up, get him.
My
get
siblings,
him.
because I know my
Hell
siblings are
yeah.
not gonna go overboard. They're not gonna go crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
No.
Nah.
Like when you was telling your story, a couple of ass whoopings popped in my head. Definitely caught an ass whooping coming out the shower, and my mother had
that's
the leather.
the worst.
I got one
Yeah.
after.
My mother had the leather belt and
worst.
whipped me like a slave.
Yeah, no,
And
that's
then-
the worst.
The last one I could really think about vividly when I knew I wasn't about the street life, and I really wasn't about fighting. The old man, I was fucking up in school. I used to hang out with some knuckleheads in middle
Yeah,
school.
everyone hang out.
Cutting school and cursing at teachers. This stupid
Normal shit.
So my father was a short, dark man, stout, kind of pudgy, very angry because of the above listed attributes he had. And I remember him saying like, "Yo, I heard you was disrespecting the teachers, man." And I was already started shaking, lips started quivering. So since you think you're a man, you gonna fight me? I said, "Damn, this nigga's just so angry all the time." So he puts his hands up, and he goes, "Yo, I'm not gonna hit you until you put your hands up." My nigga, these hands ain't going up. He said, "Put your fucking hands up." I said, shaking. That nigga punched me so hard, boy.
In the face?
Nah, in the chest.
How old were you?
Oh, about 13, 14.
That's right above child abuse. He's fine.
He's all right.
He's fine.
Oh, child abuse. Oh, elementary school. Learn that number. Said, said, brother, you can't hit me no more. Said, what?
Oh, yeah, you
Said,
bugging. You
Said,
was
you
one of
can't
them
hit me no
kids?
more. I got the number. You ain't never gonna touch me no more.
Oh, you one of them kids that want to try it.
So I make you a deal. The phone is behind you.
Yeah.
If you could put one finger on the phone,
Yeah.
just one, you can make the phone call. What you want to do? I said, you know what?
Hey, check this out.
I'm gonna take it.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna go upstairs and start the homework.
Yeah, no. My pops is very old school like that. Like he was the one. He was very angry, but he was always very like, all right, you want to play? Like I almost felt like it was like mental torture. Like he would make me go out in the yard and pick a twig. Like he's one of those. Like, oh no, you're gonna pick the weapon that you're gonna get beat with. Like I always thought that
That's
was
mental-
torture.
yeah, that's
My
child
mom
abuse.
did that too
Yeah.
with belts. There was one time, speaking of coming out the shower beating, I never really got that many beatings, but there's maybe a few that were like pretty bad. And so there's one time, my mom was like, I forget what was the occasion of why I got this ass whipping, but she basically was like, jump in the shower. And I was like, okay. And I was about to come out the shower. I was gonna do towel. She's like, no. She's like, don't use a towel. I was like, what?
What's going on
She
here?
had me go like lay on the chair. She got one of the biggest belts and was like, rah! But she whipped me so much. I don't know what happened.
You
but
went in
she
shock?
said, she said I was in such shock that I was like flipping over and under the chair, like going over and under. And she said at some point that she was smacking me not because of punishment, but she's whipping me because she was just like so. She was like, "What is happening?" She's like, "Did I see that?" Blah!
Stop moving.
Wait a second. Did this just happen? Blah! She said at some point she whipped me because she was just so amused at like what was happening. She was just
my
like,
God.
what? She's like going over like a turnstile. Like,
Yeah, if there's any moisture in the air, the ass whooping gets magnified.
Fam.
But
yeah.
I was just about to say, Erin looks like she negotiated her way out of mad ass whoopings.
Mad ass
I know
ass, right?
Erin negotiates her way out of ass whoopings.
Whoa, whoa,
You
whoa,
clearly
whoa.
do not
Look,
know
I'll
my
make you a
mother.
deal.
There's no negotiation. My mom used to say that she's General Josette, and what she says goes. My mom, listen.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, Erin's mom.
If if listen,
I was like, look, Miss Simon, I'll make you a deal.
no. There's no. If you know my mom, there's no deals
you
with
could
her.
beat me, or we can negotiate terms.
How does ice cream sound?
This is the same woman who punched my brother in the face. Now he's like 6'3", defensive end, 200 and something pound. He was just acting up that
I ain't gonna lie, if I'm him out of truck,
my mom went like this and went. Blah! I've never seen my brother fall down as hard as he did with my mom punching him in the face. To that day, I'm telling you right now, I would never stand up to my mom, but that just confirmed that she would kill me. She would whip my ass to and from freaking Australia. Yeah. Like, I'm not messing around with that.
I've seen that happen. I've seen that happen in reverse though. I've seen where like my big cousins have like the older cousins that would the older ones that kind of have the seniority. They try to like reprimand the cousin that was little but that's now big. So my cousin was like, it was on Christmas. He was like, stop playing with that food. So my big cousin's like, get the fuck out of here, like whatever. So he said, all right. My big cousin Rex, he's a tough guy, but he goes and mushes them. They start tussling like they normally do. And sure enough, next thing I know, I saw his glasses go this way. I saw his shoes go up in the air. He was down on the floor. And I was like, oh, shit, Rex is dead. He's dead.
Yeah, you know what
he wasn't moving.
You know what warms my heart about this moment? Us black folks just sitting around the campfire. Ass whooping stories.
Talking about
White
child
people,
abuse?
no other races can do this shit.
Yeah, no.
Only black people can sit around and tell stories of phenomenal ass whoopings.
Some of them will talk about the times that they had to stay in the corners.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
My aunt did that. My aunt used to be like, go in the corners. She would put a dictionary in one hand, a thesaurus in the other, and she said, if it drops, you're gonna stay here like 20 minutes longer.
Yeah.
So you're there just like,
See now.
like, don't drop the
Yo.
White kids got punished like us.
Word.
They was afraid of their shadow.
Yeah. It's
They're afraid of
pretty
the
bad.
shadow.
Chris, you ain't get that?
He didn't get that.
Same thing as you guys.
Listen, there's within the minority community, it's the same whippings, but just different items. It's kind of like Street Fighter, where you gotta pick your battle, pick your fighter.
Yeah.
It's like you got a chancla, you got branches, you got spoons. Like,
Chris, you get hit with
which
shoes?
one?
Hangers, belts.
Oh,
Chris
shit.
got hangers and belts. Oh yeah, he beat us.
Hanger ain't no joke neither, especially the
Oh
wooden
yeah.
one. Lord.
Oh, if they like undo the hangers too, the metal ones.
Yeah, no.
Oh,
Yeah, and they twist that shit up. Oh my God, forget about it.
Oh, Lord.
All right, I'm bringing back. This is bringing back nightmares. Let us know when the last time you've gotten your ass whipped, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at today.
And we ended up all right too.
Yeah, I'm grateful for the ass whippings personally.
Speak for yourself.
Well, yeah, with the
That is
exception of
child
Wilson,
abuse.
the verdict is still out yet. But
Scarred.
yeah, let us know the last time you got your ass whipped by your parents or loved ones,
Or just someone, please.
someone. Let us know your thoughts with all these topics. What are your reviews on us, and what do you make of all of these? I guess these deep philosophical meanings behind this movie that you have to watch, I guess, another 5 times before you actually get the movie. And as always. Be sure to subscribe, Grassroots Podcast on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Hit the notification noti on the upper right-hand corner to be notified for our recent episodes. And also, thank you guys for supporting the merch. Nasty Naz has on a hoodie right now, so we just read up. I know you guys got your orders.
Make
so
sure we get the logo.
he's fresh.
Sell that hoodie, Nas.
Yeah, sell the hoodies, Naz. Look at this
A
guy.
Nas scented hoodie.
Yeah.
I'm sure
Ooh.
someone will buy it.
What would that smell like?
Fam, what does that smell like?
Bacon.
What does that smell like? Bacon.
He's tight. Pulled pork.
He's tight.
Very funny, motherfucker.
Oh man, with that said, we out. I'm Brandon Killabh Hall.
I'm Erin Ashley Simon.
I'm regular Nas.
Smell like
Wilson.
bacon.
I don't smell like. I do not smell like bacon.
He's tight and we out.
Grassroots.